19-year-old Sam Hain fulfilled a dream of scoring 100 at the home of cricket, his third of a very promising season, as Warwickshire and Middlesex played out a tame draw on the final day of their LV County Championship match. Middlesex began the last morning on 310 for 6, 52 runs behind, and they lost James Harris in the day's fifth over as he was LBW to Ricky Clark without adding to his overnight 13. Middlesex were after what could yet be important bonus points as they've been dragged into a late battle against relegation. Toby Rowland-Jones had a bit of a thrash to help out, but he lost Paul Sterling at the other end as he had his stumps dismantled by Clark after moving from his overnight 32 to 48. By then, a fourth batting bonus point had been accrued, but in spite of Tim Murtaugh's efforts, that was all Middlesex would get. After he drove this ball from Oliver Hannon-Dolby to the sub-fielder Atiq Javid in the covers, Chris Rogers called them in with the total on 372 for 9, the lead standing at 10. For Middlesex to try to force a win, they needed a host of early wickets, and Murtaugh removed Ian Westwood in the fifth over as the opener edged to Derby Milan shortly after being dropped in the slips. Jonathan Trott then found Rowland-Jones at mid-on just 3 balls later, and the home side may have felt that they were in with a chance of a win after all. Warwickshire were 2 wickets down before they'd got themselves into the lead, but Hain was soon settling any nerves in the visiting dressing room with some classy shots. He has shown many his abilities this summer, and a very good future should be his if he continues to evolve. His 8th took into his half-century off 64 balls. It was the 4th time in 16 championship innings this year that Hain had got at least that far, twice before converting such a start into 100. He was enjoying himself at Lord's as so many dreamed to do. With Varun Chopra not batting, Will Porterfield had opened the innings and he played a more circumspect knock. This was a rare shot of aggression from the Irishman as he helped this delivery from Neil Dexter into the grandstand. Porterfield struggled for form for so long for his county, but such things are now a thing of the past. His 50 was made off 131 balls and was reached with his 7th 4. He and Hain had long since made this game safe, the match being ruined by the weather on the second day, which washed out much of that day. Hain may not have been too concerned about that as he was approaching 100 at a ground where so many greats of the game have failed to get one. So this was the moment he will remember for a very long time, a quickly taken single off Ravi Patel, which took him to 3 figures off 162 balls in 3 hours. Speaking shortly after the match was ended, he admitted that it would take a while to sink in. With nothing left to play for, we almost had a rather nasty incident when Nick Gubbins was cleaned up off a Porterfield pull. Thankfully, the fielder was okay, and I wonder if any of his teammates suggested that he had just dropped a catch. The game ended with Rogers doing his best right-handed Mitchell Johnson impression, the match drifting in the afternoon with neither side able to push for victory. Warwickshire ended on 182 for 2 from 57 overs, Hain making a memorable 106 and Porterfield 62. Both sides had to settle for 11 points which leave Warwickshire in 3rd place in the table, 33 behind leaders Yorkshire, with 2 to play. Warwickshire will hope that next week's game between Notts and Yorkshire is a low-scoring, rain-affected draw, and then their dreams of a treble may still be just about alive. Middlesex are 12 points ahead of Lancashire in the bottom 2, and still have both Lancashire, who've played a game more, and Durham to play.